Hello and welcome to my cooking show. I'm Mitchell Goodwin. You'll see my wife Savannah Goodwin on here from time to time. And I hope you can see me pretty good. Okay, maybe. Sorry, camera's new, the whole thing's new. We're just getting started. This is my way of sharing everything with you guys. Love cooking, love food, passionate about it. I have a lot of high-name chefs that are, my absolute favorites, my idols, and part of the reason that I got started. They definitely continue to inspire me all the time. So, this is why we're here, though. I'm starting my own cooking show because, well, this is how I'm going to share my food, my dishes, and my purpose of cooking with the world. Hopefully, a lot of the world. I think that a lot of people have lost the true meaning of what cooking is all about, and once you lose that, you lose your reason for the passion and your food just starts going downhill. I've been there myself. I've gone from making some of the best dishes that people can't get enough of to making some of the worst dishes that dogs won't eat, and it's all about your passion and where it's at. So this introduction video is going to show you what the true passion of cooking is for, to remind everybody why people are passionate about cooking and why they cook. Never lose sight of that, and your food will always taste good because your heart will always be in it. Okay, with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Today we're going to be doing a big barbecue for a bunch of neighbors. Like I said, one of the reasons behind cooking, the people you're cooking for. I don't even know a lot of my neighbors very well, but I love cooking for people, and I love seeing the smiles on their faces, and I love people having a good time around me. That's what cooking's all about to me. So, here we go. We're going to get started on the barbecue sauce, which is just your simple cherry Dr. Pepper. Okay? And here I've got a 2-quart saucepan. We're going to fill this 2-quart saucepan. Got the markings in here. Hopefully you can see this okay. But in there you've got the markings there. We're going to take it up to about 1.5 marker there. So we're just going to crack this open. And do it slowly or you'll have a mess all over your kitchen, and all the hours you spend cleaning it will be for nothing. So here we go. Okay, so that's about 3/4 of 1 2-liter of cherry Dr. Pepper. You can use just about any soda you want, but this is the barbecue sauce that I'm putting on beef. And I tend to find that for, using sodas for barbecue sauces, Dr. Pepper goes well with beef, and a few other things that we'll show you in some other segments. But as you can see here, we've got a really full pan there. Hopefully you can see that there. Don't want to spill any of it. But it's really full. We're gonna cook that down a little bit and let that really gather some flavors. The only other thing we're gonna add to this is we're gonna add some liquid smoke. Use your favorite brand. Just make sure that the only thing that's there is actually liquid smoke. There shouldn't be a whole list of ingredients. If so, put it back and get something else, because you're just adding a whole bunch of crap that's not going to be any good. So we're actually going to use a good amount of this bottle in here because we want it nice and concentrated, because this is cooking a lot of meat.
Daddy,
so we're just going to pour this in here like this. Hope you guys can see that okay there. This is actually an applewood liquid smoke there. And thus far we've used about 3/4 of the bottle of that too.
Daddy, are you making your cooking show?
Duncan, please go. I'm in the middle of an episode. Sorry, that's my oldest son. He's very curious and everything else. We'll do a quick introduction with the family here in a minute, but let's finish getting this started. So you don't want to rush this. It's gonna take several hours. I'll show you a magic trick here that'll take this for about 5 minutes. But unfortunately, you at home, it's going to take you several hours to cook this sauce. So we're just going to turn our rear burner here that has the pan on it. We're going to turn that up to medium heat. And we're going to leave it there. Okay, so we'll do the introductions another time. But for now, just keep an eye on this. Let it simmer down. 3/4 may be enough, depending on how much barbecue sauce you need. If you need more barbecue sauce, then after this cooks down a little more, add some more Dr. Pepper, or even just use a bigger pan. I've got a big 5-quart here, but it's going to be used for another purpose for the dishes that we'll get started here in just a second. So for now, we're just going to put all this stuff off to the side, and we're actually going to go ahead and get this started. So I'm going to fill this up, and keep in mind you never want to fill your pans too hot. Sorry, you guys are going to lose focus on me here and there. It's a very small kitchen, very cramped. But it doesn't matter where you're at. It doesn't matter how small of a kitchen you're working with. It just doesn't matter. It takes very little more than just actually wanting to cook to make a good meal.
Daddy, may I see what you're doing?
Of course, there are a few things you can do to royally screw up any dish, and you want to avoid those. So we're going to fill that to about 3 quarts full of water. And I just make it a general rule that anything that I'm doing with boiling water, I just take and just some regular table salt. I like to use sea salt a lot, but right now I've got table salt. That's what I'm going to use. You can use just about anything you got. And I'm just going to put about that much in the pan.
And then put it, and then like it in like that. And then like the end of there.
And then we're going to turn the front burner, because we actually want this to boil. We're going to go ahead and turn this up to medium-high. Now be careful that you use the manufacturer's recommended setting on your pan, because there's safety reasons behind all of this. So be sure to check your labels and clean them as recommended and cook with them as recommended, or you can damage your pans. Once you've done that, they'll never cook evenly again, and it's just a mess. It's really hard to make anything delicious after that. Yeah, personal experience. Okay, so basically all we're going to do here is we're just simply going to boil some water here. We got our sauce starting on the back there. After the water boils, we're going to put a dozen eggs in that for a potato salad we're making. Like I said, it's a barbecue. What's a barbecue without potato salad? So, on that note, because nobody likes waiting, we're just gonna go. I'm gonna say the magic words, and then we'll jump forward a couple of hours, and our eggs will be boiled, our sauce will be ready, and I'll show you how we're gonna put that together. So, are you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2,